What's the plan then?
We're going to Winchester.
The pub.
Yeah, boy!
Good. Share our warp stone, and I will not eat you. Yet.
alert, rude alert, abandoned shop. This is not a daffodil. Repeat, this is not a daffodil.
That's a really good edit. That's a really good edit. How's everybody doing? Hello? Hello, are we all okay? Is everybody well? Happy Friday. Hope lots of cool things are going down. Are we all alright? Yeah. Hello Spiky. Teeny Tiny, hello. Happy Friday indeed. Oh dear, Spiky, hello Spiky. Avian, Spiky, Avian Whiskey, Manaringo, Teeny Tiny, Book.
Probability factor
Now
of
go watch
1
Evil
to
Dead.
1.
I know, I need
We have
to.
normality.
I need
I
to.
repeat, we have normality. Anything you still can't cope with is therefore
I
your own
watched,
problem.
hang on, let me show you. I don't know whether I can show this. I don't know whether I can show this or not. Where is it? There it is. Is this going to show? Which one should we pick? Let's do. Window capture, web. Is web going to pick it up? Nope. Is window capture going to pick it up? Nope. Okay, cool. So I can't show it. Okay, but I watched Enemy at the Gates because it's a great film. So I watched Enemy at the Gates the other day. Well, last night, not the other day. Watched that last night, and there's loads of Battlefield inspiration on there, so I'm going to try and take some of that, and I had some ideas for the Heretic Priest as well, like some steps and things. So we'll see if we can do a Heretic Priest base today, and also on this one that we did yesterday, because I was thinking about the Heretic Priest and how to add some height to the Heretic Priest one. I was like, well, actually, what you could do is you could have a section. You could have a section of the vertical trench bit, which would be quite cool, and it would be quite funky for the Heretic Priest. Because then the issue with the Heretic Priest is that because he's got his robe and his cloth and his skirt and everything, he has to be standing on something flat, as opposed to the commando where you just need two bits where his feet sit, and then everything else can just be like whatever. So the issue with that is that you end up with quite a boring base. So if I shift him over this way a little bit, put him on a flat bit over here, I can then have the edge of the trench here, which might be quite cool. Make him levitate. I mean, you could make him levitate, but then you've got all these robes which are kind of resting on the floor. Like, how do you make that levitate? So this guy isn't particularly a levitaty kind of person. The chorister, maybe. The chorister might be a levitatey kind of person. So you could definitely levitate. Depending on where his robes and everything land on the chorister, you could make the chorister levitate. But this guy, I don't particularly want him levitatey. And of course, you got the artillery witch. The artillery witch is definitely going to be levitatey. Green stuff. I know you could expand the robe down and everything, but I just don't want him levitate. I don't want him to levitate. He doesn't look like a levitatey kind of person. The chorister, we'll make the chorister levitate. We'll make the chorister levitate. Have I got the chorister here? I don't think I've got the chorister here. No. We've got the artillery witch. The artillery witch will definitely levitate, obviously, because she's very levitatey anyway. Cut his feet off and make them. I know. You could I don't. There's too much here to make him levitate. I don't want him levitating. So he's gonna be standing on a flat surface, and then we're going to do some height around him. Because his pose isn't really very levitating either. Like, as soon as you do that pose, that's levitating. So she's levitating. That's fine. She's like, oh. So that's absolutely fine. This thing's just utterly gross. These are limbs coming from underneath her dress, with hands holding limbs, with hands on the end holding swords. So yeah, this is absolutely grim. So that's awesome. That's my sorceress. That's my sorceress for the court. But yeah, this guy's just going to be walking on some ground with the trench beside him, and we're also going to make use of one of the fire. There, we're going to make use of that fire brazier thing. And put that somewhere on his base as well. So, Miss, your robe is open. Her robe is definitely open. Sorry, I do lean into the difficult ideas. No, it's fine. Finally bought Silent Hill F. Best play it. Silent Hill F. Is Silent Hill F? Is that like the next or the latest Silent Hill film? Hey, purples. Let me go and get the chorister. 1 second. 1 second. I'm going to go get the chorister. Purely to put Avian's mind at rest, because he's obsessed with levitating. Oh no, we can't even levitate the chorister. We can't even levitate the chorister.
Your microphone is a bit too far from your mouth, Christopher.
Oh yeah, microphone's all the way down there. Thank you.
Fuck. Move.
Thank you.
Tongue.
There we go. That's better. So the chorister can't even really levitate either, unless we really do kind of lean into it and snap all these off and sculpt the robes a little bit longer. Don't know. Do we do a levitating chorister? Do we do a levitating chorister? I mean, it kind of makes sense because he's got levitating blood coming out of his head. I don't know, or her head, or whatever. Anyway, we'll have to do something levitating. It's the latest game set in Japan. Oh, I do like Silent Hill. Well, I say I do like Silent Hill. I did like the films actually. I liked the first game, and that's the only game I ever played.
You show the models behind your face, Christopher. We can't see shit.
Oh.
Music. Fuck. Move.
Chorister. Levitating chorister. He's also got a robe which is falling and flowing onto the floor. So if we have to do him levitating, we'll have to kind of sand all that back and then extend it. Yes, music. We'll get some music on. The Silent Hill and some of Resident Evil games have good antagonists for Trench Crusade ideas. They do, yes. They do. And I was really enjoying... Let's see if I can find any pickies. Enemy at the gates. Photos? Yeah, it's very, very cool. So there's plenty of like inspiration and stuff and context and factories and stairs and corrugated things and yeah, it is quite good. Oh, there's no good photos of there's like a massive battlefield that they fight on there, like that. There's a massive battlefield that they fight on that's really, really cool for context and things. Yeah, it's good. It's a good film. I do like that film. I need to build a kill team board inspired by Enemy at the Gates. That would be so good. That would be so good. That really would be so cool. Oh yes. Also, do you think Do you think that looks suitably like a bow? I think that looks like a bow. Don't know whether it's a bit chunky now because she's very, very kind of slight and slender. I don't know whether I need to kind of slim it down a little bit and make it a bit smaller. But music before I get shouted at again. There we go. And I kind of have to do a little bit of self-promotion. I'm going to do a little bit of self-promotion. So if you would like to support the streams or anything, or if you want to kind of get involved with a subathon or anything like that, then dive in and help out. And obviously you've got the Element Games and affiliate links to help out as well. Anyway, yes. Quilting board inspired by Amy the Gates. It feels like there's loads of characteristics and aspects of a Trench Crusade base which you need to kind of add a few bits on there, like every time you start doing things like I've got the mold for sandbags, so we need to kind of like add a sandbag or two to a handful of the bases, not every base obviously, and then you've got some bricks, you've got some corrugated metal, which would be really interesting, and things like that. So, but I do like the idea of adding height. With the side of the trench walls. I think that would be quite cool to have those vertically. So we're going to try and do that with this guy today, anyway. Now, question. If I do add the side, because we can quickly demonstrate, if I do add the sides, how is everybody anyway? If I do add the sides of the trench wall, just a little bit, like I'll probably do it 4 high, so about that high. If I do add the sides of a trench wall, do I have duck boards on the bottom, or do I have mud on the bottom? Because if you have duck boards on the bottom, then you just end up with too much wood. Yeah, the hints of the trench walls would be really cool, wouldn't it? Like that was the issue with the Heretic Priest, because when you get things that are flat, he's got to stand on a flat surface. So how do you make a flat surface interesting? So if I shift him a little bit over this way, then I can do the trench walls beside him or behind him, which should be quite interesting. I really dislike the new film. The new Superman film I thought was terrible. So it was a movie night. Like, it's not my movie night, it's your guys' movie night. So I put it on, and I was wondering whether on a second viewing I would like it more. I didn't. Utterly ridiculous, stupid film, terrible film. I don't understand why everybody likes it so much. So yeah, I didn't like it at all. Weird, I love the new Superman. Yeah, I don't understand. Why do you put films on that you don't like for movie night? Because it's your guys' movie night. So like this month I was going to do like the new films, so like Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four and everything. And obviously one of the new films that has come out recently was Superman. You just don't like Superman. I do like Superman. I will send the encrypted password in 15 minutes. The amount of eye rolls I did during that film was unbelievable. I was like, what the hell? There's so many like, what the hell? I signed my contract. Yes, Manneringo. See? Because that movie is 100% Superman. It's just we're going to defeat Superman by calling out a move, one of 2,500 moves that we've had Ultraman memorize. Anyway, it's shocking. It's really poor. It's really bad. Ultraman had to memorise it because he was being told what to do, and Lex memorised it. The one cool thing about it was when they tried to kill him by suffocating him. I thought that was quite. Everything was shocking. Like, the whole thing was shocking. It was the whole plot and the whole story. I don't know how anybody can come up with that story and go, this is how we're going to pitch it. Irrelevant, sinister. It was terrible. Superman flies in space. Yeah. It was not good. Right. So anyway, next week it's Jurassic Parky thing, which is a little bit better than Superman. So how can you suffocate him if he can fly in space? Who knows? Who knows? There's so many plot holes and stupid decisions and like ridiculous storylines and so much unnecessary exposition. It was an utter chore. Anyway, I completely understand that some people like the film, which is fine. So, right. So yes. So anyway, getting back to the heretic priest. If I do, because if I do the trench walls like that on the heretic priest, so just sections of a trench wall, I'm going to do like the front, or probably the back actually. I'll probably do the back. I'll probably do a panel at the back like that, so it's supporting it, or even behind it. Maybe behind it. It doesn't matter anyway. Either in front or behind. If I do that there, do I do duck boards or do I just do dirt with stuff scattered around it? Because if I end up doing duck boards across it, you're going to have loads of wood on the bottom and then loads of wood up top as well. So I think you have to just put dirt or metal on the base. Sorry, there we go. I think you have to put dirt or metal on the base rather than duck boards, because I think it'll end up with too much. You could put a hand reaching out of the mud that occurs between two slats. You could. Stories, characters and plots are being made so people can watch the movie and still get it while doom scrolling. I heard that, Mannering. I heard that recently. Like, the exposition, all the filmmakers are being told to put lots of exposition into films because nobody's actually watching the film. They're scrolling on their phone or they're reading their phone, so they have to understand what's going on. So you have to put loads of shit exposition into film now. Jurassic Park is terrible because they're not raptors, and they're not Jurassic era dinosaurs. They're from the Cretaceous period. Apparently films are having to go through second screen viewings now. Yeah, like how all the new films are old films, have some originality. Put some gaps on the side wall showing it is broken and have a hand pop out. So some mud. So we reckon mud on the floor. So if we have mud on the floor, let's give it a little bit of height at least. So we want, if we have, tell you what we could have. We could put a bit of wood there like that. Put a little bit of wood there like that. Let me get this in focus so that you can see. Put a little bit of wood there like that. Have mud behind it, like that, and then there's like a step and then mud in front of it, and then the trench wall there as well. And then you've got space behind the trench wall to put some extra bits. So that would be quite cool, because then we can build it up with that, and then disguise the front of the cork with a bit of wood. Yeah, that sounds cool, because then that has a bit of height as well. Sorry, I was suggesting if you were doing some duckboards for the floor, don't make the wall pristine but worn and broken. No, like the wall's not going to be pristine anyway. I don't think the wall's going to be pristine anyway. So, okay. So we're going to need one bit of this that's that thick. Okay. That's long enough. Now, do we have that height? Yes, so if we have, in fact, if we have that wall, once we do that wall, if we have the wall going all the way down, and then we have the dirt on the top, so that goes there, dirt here as well, a little bit of a step, because then we can have it overhanging a tiny bit there as well. Wall up there. Okay. So some mud. Right. So we need to put that in there. Let's get rid of that bit. So that's going to go. That's going to go about there, and it's going to stop. See, this is the issue now. We've got to try and get that. Do we have him like that? Which way is he looking? He's looking that way. So if we have him like that, is there enough space for the wall there? I think we have him like that, don't we? Because then we can have his toe. So we've got to have that overlapping there. This has to finish about here. So let's go there and give it some space. Like that. Back to there. Okay. And then we can have, if we had, we could have, like on that side, could do another sandbag over on this side with the wall. I don't know. We'll get to that in a second. Okay, so let's break this bit up. So yeah, Jurassic World is next week, which is a slightly better film. It's still not great. It's still not great, but it's better than Superman at least. Come on. Okay. Can I send this back? Chris just dislikes Superman because he dresses in blue like Ultramarines. I don't dislike Superman. Superman was cool. I mean, they've even got John Wick inspiration in there as well. Where's the dog? Where's the dog? Lex, what did you do with the dog? Sorry, what dog? Oh. Anyway, Enemy at the Gates is great. Enemy at the Gates is a great film. Okay, so that there. Oops, let's pull that back so you can see. So you put the wood at the front of the dirt. So it's like a step. Oh my god. There we go. Wood at the front like a step. Enemy at the Gates is probably one of my favourite war films. Somebody in chat will probably tell me that it's completely inaccurate. But honestly, I don't care. It's really cool. Okay, now. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so if I put that back. We need to sort of shape that to the shape of the thing. That can go. Okay.
Start wearing
Bubble wearing bubble. Squeezle is a squeezely squeezle squeezle. How are you, Squeeze? Are you squeezing today? I watched It Feeds this morning. Fucking hell, that's a cool film. Dark entity that feeds on people's life force. Doing okay, fretting over finding out my mill is on the deed to my house. My mill? Oh, mother-in-law. People shouldn't watch Hollywood movies for historical accuracy. It's not historically accurate at all. Is that really bad, Squeezle? Because surely you're gonna outlive her, so she doesn't need to be. Why would she be on the deed? Why would she be on the deed of your house? Actually, okay. Maybe I'm viewing this from the wrong angle. Is it resolvable? Truly don't know. What does your wife say about it? Whiskey, you looking forward to Spiel tomorrow? Okay. Almost needs to be a... did she co-sign the mortgage or something? Sometimes solicitors insist on doing that if parents help with a deposit. Ah. Don't know, but need to gauge her state of mind before pursuing. Gotcha. Gotcha. I don't think wife knew the ramifications of what the mother-in-law was asking and what it may or may not cost upon trying to sell. Oh, yeah, it's going to be fun. Want to visit the TC People Games Virtual, of course, and look at the Golden Demon entries, but also all the other mini-games, Green Stuff World, booth, and so on. Ugh, Green Stuff World. Ugh. Yeah, that sounds like an awesome... It's going to be a great time, dude. I think, well, I know, Lou from Rogue Hobbies is there as well. I think she's on the Element Games stand. Oh, Red Grass Games, that's better. Don't even know if Green Stuff World are there. Probably a good thing. Okay, so... still a low height. How high does this need to be? Not much. Luna will be there. Luna? And Cryo would love to go 1 year. Yeah, I need to get back into Golden Demon. Honestly, for my painting as well, my painting is suffering for not painting like high quality things. And yeah, my painting's suffering. Need to do another Glorfindel, another Glorfindel quality paint job. Luna Bacon. Oh yeah. Froggy, Minidan, and many others. Yeah. I've been looking to go into Spiel next year. Nice. Black Friday sales are starting with the resin print manufacturers. Oh, cool. What, on my mini factory? Right. So there we go. Right, we've got the front step. That's that sorted. And it'd be fun to enter Golden Demon, not that I could compete at a decent level, would be fun to enter. But yeah, you'd need to. I urge everybody to compete at Golden Demon. If you care at all about your painting, everybody needs to enter Golden Demon. In terms of you pick a model and you just keep painting it. Like, it's never finished, you just keep painting it, and you look at it and you go, oh, maybe I could do like the flame here a bit better, and you just keep painting it. And then you're like, oh, maybe I could do that skull just a little bit better, and you just keep painting it. And then you end up with the best model you've ever painted because of Golden Demon. Yeah, I need to sort out. Maybe we can do a thing to try and go next year. Right, so we've got loads of little. I don't know. Do we do small ones, or do we do the thick ones? I kind of think if we do the small ones, we'll be able to get some more context, like tiny details and things going. Right. Because it will look really detailed. If I glue all those onto one of there, if I glue all those onto that and then stand them up, put them on there, that'd be quite good. We're looking at going to that one as well. Wait, which one? Which one are you looking to go to? I missed that. I wish there was one in the UK again. Yeah, the Golden Demon entries are absolutely gorgeous to look at. Hey, Shirato. More basing, yeah, I'm trying. Because I've got painting stuff to do, which I can't do on stream. And I just need a break from. My eyes need a break from painting. So I thought I'd just do some basing again. Hopefully that's okay. Now, do we put that on the inside or do we put it on the outside? I think we put it on the outside, don't we? And then we hang them off. So if I glued that on there like that, then we can hang them off. Now, how high does it need to be to turn it round? How high do we make it? About there. Kind of think about there. Oh, getting, not going. Oh, okay. Okay. So if that goes. If we put it right at the back. Like that. Yeah, okay. Where is the super glue? There it is. Why would anyone want to paint all the Imperial models? More basin, Corn Demon entries. Yeah. Honestly, I just want to be in the Golden Demon conversation again, because that was really good fun. And I enjoy painting to that level. It's just a lot of... It's a lot of painting, obviously. Okay, so that's that there. And then if we, once that's dry, we can put those up here, ding 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 ding. With the step, where's the step one? That's the step one. At least I think that's the step one, isn't it? So that's the step one there. Step for the mud, and then we have all of these in here, and we build that up there like that. You get the idea. So all those go up there. Ding, 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 ding. Right, now... See, it's still not... How does he... Does he fit on there like that? There we go, it's that way. You should enter Vordry. Vordry would be cool. And behind... Oh, has that just glued itself? Has that glued itself to the thing? And then behind that we can put so that brazier has to go somewhere because that's flame as well. So we've got flame everywhere, so I'll put that, if I put that there, and then we've got flame there as well. Does he need to be higher? I don't know if you can tell from all my posts, but I do enjoy painting with playing with height on bases. Yeah. The question is, how do we get height to that base? Unless we just add another. If we add another one of those to that, and then just build it up so it's even higher, so that the mud is just higher. He does need some height, doesn't he? And no, we're not levitating him. More quarter layers, mock up some corrugated steel on the flat sides. Well, this is supposed to be the edge. This is supposed to be like a trench wall here. So this will be like the trench itself. I hate just like adding height for the sake of adding height without kind of any purpose. So we're disguising this front bit with planks to make like a step, because they've clearly like dug down. This is going downhill, so they've dug steps into it and put wood there. Right, there's some. So if we do, just for the sake of figuring it out, there's that. Okay. Now, how do you then disguise this side of it? If we're doing this side with, oops, I'm sorry. If we do this front side like that, cover that up with a wooden step at the front. Then you could use, like you say, you could use corrugated on this bit. And the back bit, I suppose you just fall it away. Same way as that one's just falling away, right? Like put a, if you fall it away, if you have it falling away like that there, with the gap underneath it, you could put that, you could have like a sandbag underneath and then mud piled up on top of it, and then and some corrugated there. Yeah, okay, I can buy into that. Variation, indeed. Indeed. Trench walls in World War One using mixed materials, timber planks to corrugate. Yep, they did. They did indeed. So we only want the wall on this side, so that's where we're going to get the height from. On the base. Oh my god, I'm making a right mess of putting this in. Okay. That there, that there. We want that. I want that there. Such a big. See, this is literally the issue with models that have robes on and have a big flat footprint. It's really difficult to get them on an interesting base because they take up, their footprint takes up so much space. Anything that wasn't bolted down is placed between the soldiers and the enemy. Making the piece taller is a purpose. You, Chris, how are you? Hey, how you doing, Keith? I don't know whether that's just too high now. No, I don't like it that high. What happens if you make it half that height? Bits of this, so that technically okay. So let's get that one in there first. So I'm going to stick that down there, leaning up against that. Let's get that first one in. It needs to come to there. Like that. You want him to look like he's in the trench or on top right next to it. He's in the trench. This one's in the trench. Okay, so first one there. Let's get this out of the way. Yes, I'm using super glue again. Don't shout at me. Okay. Now build that up, and like Avian said, we're going to have gaps, some quite horrendous gaps as we're building it up. Have some arms come out of the walls, or they're piled up with people in between the material. Yep. See you, Spikey. How you doing? Have a good one, dude. Spikey, Spikey. Where are my other clippers going? In this one, we're going to go there like that. Like that. And then we'll do one that's right on top. Okay. So we can do one that's right on top of that one like that. Ah! Now I have to glue my fingers together. Oh my god, stop it, Chris. Okay. Right, so if we put that on there just quickly, how much higher does that need to go? A couple more? I think it needs to be just underneath his hand, right? Like compositionally. So let's have this one like half length. Like that. Here, and then we can have the last one all the way across the top like that. Sorry, not showing you. All the way across the top like that. Right. Okay. That in focus. So that's that there. And if we put that base on there, and that guy can stand on there like that. And now we've got... That's quite cool. I quite like that. And then that obviously has the front wooden step. And hopefully we do put that there. How do we put it in front? We might have to put that in front. It's not that bad in front actually. Okay, so now we have to disguise this stuff. So if what happens if I cut that down, use a smaller bit, cut that down, use a smaller bit, and disguise this front with a sandbag, like that. And then the heretic priest is standing on dirt and a sandbag. That works, right? I don't think that's too bad. I think that looks okay. And then we can scatter things around it. I do like the height. I do like the height on the base. So it places the model in the world a little bit more. So if we disguise this side with a sandbag, and I've got a mould for the sandbag, so I'll just make a fresh one. So I'll put the cork down started working on Logan's axe picking gallery. Nice. So yeah, stepping toe out in front of the step. Yep. That's cool. Okay, so I need to make one of those. And then of course we have barbed wire to scatter around as well. Pretty good, I think. I think that's pretty good. So let's glue that down there. Like that. Oh, that's a really good height, isn't it? How's his axe looking? Are you pleased with it? I think that has to go back a little bit. Early stages, but good start. Nice. Let's have a quick look. Nice. That's cool. Yeah, liking that. Get that initial fade down and then add the soot. That's excellent, mate. Liking that. Liking that. Okay, that goes there. Going to add OSL on the Model 2 just a little bit. Nice. Yeah, it only needs a little bit. You only need little bits of OSL to play around with. Right, shall we see if we can put this in the right place first time this time? My record has not been good. There we go. Okay. Okay, I like this. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm going to put a hole where the staff meet. I'm just going to carve a little bit of a dint out of that wood. And then we'll put a sandbag there, a fresh one. We'll sculpt a fresh one. Put a fresh sandbag there. Do we put one at the back as well? Or maybe we'll just put one at the back. No, I like it at the front because it looks like he's standing on it. Hey Katie, how you doing? Where does that go then? Barbed wire because barbed wire. Okay. Doing okay, how are you? I'm good, thank you. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Getting hungry. Okay. And then skull in the corner, because everybody needs a heretic skull in the corner, right? And maybe a tablet on the wall, because we got some cool heretic tablets we could nail to the wall. That's not bad. Every base needs a skull, especially these Trench Crusade skulls, because they're really good. Smaller one? There's got to be a smaller one. Should probably print them out at like half size. That's a smaller one. But that hasn't got any rivets on it. Oh, it has got some rivets on it. It's twisted, that's why. Dizzy! I'm so dizzy, my head is spinning. Like a whirlpool that never ends. How are you, Dizzy? How are you, Dizzy? Hey, Diz! Every base needs a skull. Because what you can do on that is you can put that a little bit higher, although that's going to be where the foot is going to be. So you can't put that. I was going to say you could put that a little bit higher on the. Once you sculpt a new one, you could squash it down a little bit higher, but I think it just needs to sit there, doesn't it? You're good. How are you? Very good. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Good, thank you. Got my cup of tea. Making little bases. Playing around with some Trench Crusade stuff. There's another one here, look. Whoops. I'm ready for a... Okay. Definitely need a couple of these sandbags around. Need to sculpt a load. How was your stream? What were you doing? Were you playing Blood Bowl or were you doing something different? Were you doing something else? Friday is Claire Obscure Expedition 33 stream day. Claire Obscure Expedition 33, is it good? I think a few people in here play that game. It's I've heard it come up a couple of times. So good. What's it about? I have been told before, I'm sure. It's a French turn-based RPG. Set in what setting? It's not the World War I, World War II one, is it? It's really hard to describe without spoilers. I'm never going to play it, so it doesn't matter about the spoilers. But I suppose there are people in the stream who don't want the spoilers. it's a game you should really experience knowing as little as possible. I like those kind of games. Unique, original takes on things. Sounds good. You're enjoying it though. It sounds like you're really enjoying it. Just trying to thin this down because it was really, really chunky, and I want to stick it on here. I want to rivet it on there, but I want it to be like a thin plate of metal rather than a massive chunky thing. See you later. Have a good one. Thank you for the raid. Is that too big? I think that's too big. Let's find that smaller one. Where's the smaller one? There's the smaller one. Let's use the smaller one. Let's use the smaller one. Don't want things overriding stuff, do you? What's that one? That one hasn't got any rivets on it. Better. Keep it tiny, keep it thin. Sanding away my fingertip. Fingertip getting sore. Right. Let's get rid of those two. So you want a hand. Poking out of. Oh, hand's too big. Can only get the fingers through. I haven't got any hands printed at the moment. I'll have to print one. I'll have to print one because that's a demon hand, so that's a bit big. But if we put a human hand just like flopped out there, that would work. Oops. Okay. So I need to mix up a tiny little bit of milliput. Where is... Did I put it in a bag? Oh, my fucking moulds are in a bag somewhere. Did I put my moulds? I want another one. What's everybody doing this evening? What are you doing tonight? Oh, that's a good one. That's a split one, look. Oh, it's already split. Work then sleep. Nice. I like that. And then we've got some space here to do some things. Might get some barbed wire in there. Or on there or something. Sandbag. Mud. Those. We want that little want that little armour plate hanging off there. Like that. Really enjoyed this, so thank you very much everybody for enabling me to do it, because that is cool and it is better than other things that you can get. Now, one thing I do want to do is I need to learn how to make some concrete blocks. So, if anybody has any suggestions on what we can make concrete blocks out of, I do have some foam. So I do have some foam, so I was thinking of like, not melting, but like, I don't know. Yeah, you use concrete, so you cast up plaster. Because when I was thinking about doing this for the height on the base, I was thinking also, I was like, oh, you could have like a concrete fascia on this bit here, with like cracks and reinforcement bars sticking out of it and stuff. There's a finer grain decor concrete. Is there? I will have a look for that. That sounds really cool. What? And then do you just make a flat? Well, I'm guessing you just form it into whatever you like. What did you call it? Decor concrete. So for like the Warwolf, because the Warwolf is so big, and the Warwolf goes on a 50mm, which is here. And another reason why I need to scale him down a little bit. I need to print him again at like 90%. So I think there's some room here to put him towards the front of the base and then have a concrete thing there. I usually just pour out a plate of my preferred thickness, let it cure, then break it up. Nice. Decor concrete. I'm going to Google decor concrete. Decor. Decor concrete. Viva decor concrete. How much is that there? This stuff. Oh, it's out of stock. For creative. For kneading. Interesting. Reinforced concrete modelling clay. What a cool idea. I shall have a look at that. Thank you. Nice one. Nice one, Sinister. and that kind of, you can kind of chip that away. Oh, yours is a powder, so you add water to yours. That makes sense. Yeah, I shall definitely investigate that though, because I really want to cut these off as well. I want to cut these cables off and remake new ones, because they're just a kind of a clump at the moment, whereas we can remake some really fine cabling. But yeah, I need to reprint him smaller anyway. I'm not happy with him being that big. Awesome. Right, I am going to go make some dinner. So I'm going to go make some dinner, but that was really cool. And I'm going to find my moulds and make a couple of sandbags, because I definitely want a sandbag kind of pushed up against that. Yeah, definitely want a sandbag pushed up against that plank. Yeah, that's really cool. Wonder if we put the barbed wire across the top like that. Does that look even better? I bet it does, you know. Although, does that then make it too high? No, I don't think it does actually. That looks really cool. Okay, right, okay, cool. Lots of cool ideas. I love this. Okay, brilliant. I'm having fun. Heretic Priest is amazing. That guy's really cool. We got some height on that guy. We're gonna start adding some barbed wire down here for him. And he needs a little skull underneath the bridge. And a sandbag at the back. That's gonna be mud, like just pooling down. Fantastic. Fantastic. Don't put sandbags on plank. Don't put sandbags on plank. How do you mean? I'm going to put the sandbag, the idea of the sandbag is to put it behind the plank there, because then it disguises that cork edge. Your plank. Could easily drape one over there as well, couldn't you? Bloop, just splodge it, bloop, splodge it over it. Right, but no, I really like that. So I will make another. Or maybe just use that one and just cut that coil off, because that coil doesn't need to be that long. But yeah, I really like the barbed wire on the top as well. Oh, I'm excited. Right, okay, brilliant. I'm going to go make some dinner. So I might see you tomorrow, I don't know. It'll probably be lots of Formula 1 tomorrow, so I might not see you tomorrow. But never say never. I do want to stream over the weekend at some point. So have a good one, everybody, and I will catch you all later. Thanks very much. Cheers for all your help, Whiskey and Sinister and Avian. Keith looks good. Enjoy dinner. Thank you. I will do. Thank you for the raid, Dizzy. Yeah, I've got some photographs to take of some models that I can show you very soon. And I also need to finish off my sorceress. So that's my sorceress. I need to get a book. So she's got. Shirata was saying yesterday how the sorcerer needs a spell book. So I'm going to try and put a spell book. So try and have a spell book floating there, like that, off her hand. I think that would be quite cool. I've already put. So this is really weird. It's got like limbs holding hands, holding limbs, holding stuff. So I've put this limb holding a hand with a flame on it, and then this hand is going to have a fireball coming out of it, which will be quite cool. So, yeah, she's grim. She is grim. That's my quarter the seven-headed serpent sorcerer. Right. Just a limb holding a hand, holding a limb, holding another hand. I know, it's grim. It's totally grim, look. It's nuts. There we go, look. There you go, you can see this one, look. So it's a limb. Get it in focus. It's a limb holding a hand. Sorry, it's a limb that is a hand holding a limb that has a hand that's holding a dagger. It's brilliant. It's just nuts. It's really cool, and she's suspended and just grim and gross. Right. Thanks very much, everybody. Take care. Thank you all for hanging out, and like I say, just like encouraging and enabling me to do this. Thanks for all the kind of tips. And I will see you all on Monday, if not before.